Imagine, imagine hating your life so much that you have to come creep on a young girl. Well, a woman. Sorry, y'all. I still feel 22. Um, Imagine. So, a while ago, I actually saw the manager walk out here, right? Hold on. I'm checking to see if he blocked my IP because all of a sudden my stuff just stopped working. I wonder, anybody ever work fast food and know how it works on the inside? I'm sure that they can go through the computer system and see your IP address and individually block certain IP addresses. I'm sure if you have a public Wi-Fi, that there's a account inside for that public Wi-Fi. Do you see what I'm saying? I mean, I saw him come out here and like look around my car or whatever because they always do that. Like it doesn't matter where I go, there's somebody coming out of some business to come creep around my car. It happens a few times a day, actually, especially when I'm on public Wi-Fi and I've been out there for like an hour and a half. The manager will come walking through, I guess, making sure I'm not dead in here or something. I wish they would have done that for the man at Planet Fitness that they found in the tanning bed after 4 days. So as I was going to show you, I freaking went and freaking I went and put $8 in and it got me 38 miles for $8. Look, fuel level low. Yeah, I know, girl. I know. I know. So $8 gets me around 40 miles. So what? $10 gets me 50 miles. That's crazy. That is crazy. I don't think I've ever like thought about it because I've been looking for work. And then also last year when I started, I had a savings of over, a good portion. A house. I could have put a down payment on a house. I was actually looking to buy property at the time when I moved into my car year before last. So I had a significant amount of savings and didn't really have to worry about anything financially. Plus, I was also working. It's only been in the past year that things have gotten progressively worse, and me not being able to find work. And more often than not, when I go into places and ask if they're hiring, they have an attitude, which is crazy. It's like, whoa, wait a minute. I'm trying to come in and help you help yourself with this business. And here you are being a sarcastic asshole to me. It's really disheartening to hear the same shit every day. And then, you know, with people laying off, I'm just concerned. Here's one. 6 hours ago, General Motors is going to lay off 1,000 employees. Boeing is going to lay off 10% of their workforce. Both of these companies are stating that they can't pay their employees. What have I been saying? Boeing announces 10% of its employees to set layoff notices, to receive layoff notices. This move affects approximately 17,000 workers. Where do you think that those 17,000 workers are going to go? Back out in the workforce. Where? I don't know, but they'll be picked before me. I'll tell you that much. This is just, it makes me sick. It makes me so sick. I need to eat. I'm getting sick. Advanced Micro Devices, a massive St. Clair tech company that designs incredible complex computer chips, is laying off 4% of its staff. This also includes at least 129 California workers. This company has about 26,000 employees. They're going to lay off 1,000 employees. Microsoft, 2 days ago, is already thinking about laying off 2,500 people. Fresh from a layoff bloodbath. It's a tongue twister. I'm such a dork. That cost over 2,500 jobs. Microsoft is already thinking about dropping the big bucks on more acquisitions. I'm sorry for anybody that's emailed me. I'm going to do that over the weekend. I'll get back to you guys this weekend. That's my plan this weekend. I don't plan to do Talk It To or anything on the weekends anymore, but I'll probably still go live and tell y'all what I'm doing, or, catch up with y'all. Yeah, it's you would think that it is. I think that it varies from city to city, Troy. When I'm in the Greensboro, Winston-Salem area, it's no problem to find Wi-Fi. But you get into certain parts of like Charleston and, Myrtle Beach. Myrtle Beach is impossible to find Wi-Fi. Impossible in Myrtle Beach. That's where I went for job interviews and drove around the whole damn day looking for Wi-Fi to do Zoom meetings. And then the guy never even called me. And it wasn't just him. It was like 7 different people that I was supposed to interview with, or had a possible opening, or want to discuss things with me, or wanted me to send in this and send in that. Myrtle Beach is impossible, especially if you get downtown, the beach area next to the coast. ExxonMobil 1 day ago stated that they're going to lay off 400 Texas employees. Jesus Christ, you guys. All of these are laying off. And all of these are in the past 6 hours to 2 days. COVID drug maker is going to close its Seattle office. Gilead? Anyways, they're laying off all their workers. You know what I'm not seeing? Any new businesses open. That is so scary. AMD to lay off 4% of it. Oh, that's the same company. The chip makers, the technology company. Well, you guys know that we read an article last week that said that there's going to be over 100,000, or was it 170,000 layoffs related to big tech? I don't remember. But these are all big tech companies. I mean, not General Motors and not Boeing, but the other ones are tech. So it's no surprise that they're going to be. Even CNN is laying off people. Hundreds fired. Looming budget cuts, layoffs to set impact to CNN to a struggling network. So not only is Boeing laying off 17,000 employees, but they're going to lay off over 400 aerospace union members. Mm-mm-mm. Marriott Hotels starts to lay off corporate employees 22 hours ago. Everybody's cleaning house. Marriott International informed employees this week about a widespread reconstructuring that may result in hundreds of employees exiting the company. Y'all, I'm about to sweat to death. I feel like I'm starting to stink. Oh, I'm skipping a shower today in an attempt to save $8 because it's $8 a day to shower, and I've been showering every day. And then I sat down and I do the math for the past 5 days, and that's 8, 8, 8, 8, and 8. And I'm like, damn, well, there's my gas money. What I'm not spending in gas now, I'm spending to wash my ass. So I'm damned if I do, and I'm damned if I don't. And I said I ain't going to shower today. I've got to eat at some point. I barely ate yesterday, or did I have that tilapia yesterday? So I did eat. But last night I ate a squirrel dinner, and this morning I had a cup of protein. I mixed up some muscle milk, and then I had a pack of oatmeal today. So it's not going to kill me to skip a few meals, but I might end up getting something. Thanks to Troy. Thank you. I am going to put $20 in my gas tank though, and that's what I'm saying. I have to have $8 for tomorrow. So it's like, yeah. I've never had to penny pinch like this. Like literally every quarter I have to keep up with. And that is like the saddest fucking thing, walking into a gas station and being like, hey, can I pay $5 on a car and give you $4 in quarters? And actually it was $3 in quarters because I got $8 in gas, and it didn't even move my gas thing, like my little hand. I literally drove half a block to get Wi-Fi, and my gas light come back on when I was showing that earlier. I said, Jesus freaking Christ. So the company based in Maryland, Bethesda, so Marriott management has said on November 4th that it's targeting 80 to 90 million a year in costs as part of a reconstructuring initiative involving one-time costs focused on achieving enterprise-wide effectiveness to support future growth. So, AKA, they realized that half of their staff was worthless and they didn't know how to do their fudging job. So they are cutting employees to save themselves money. The same thing Elon did. I see all of these businesses out here taking note, huh? I mean, it's just dozens of them, y'all. And these are all this is the past hour. Richland, Washington. They're having a budget crisis in, I don't know. Oh, the Richland County School District's budget. Y'all gonna start cutting educators? The pause to the layoff plan has not been softened by the blow of possibly losing their jobs. Hold on. Yeah, it looks like, wow. Due to the budget crisis, board advisors were board members were told that based on seniority, they could accept new positions, have their names added to substitute lists, or be laid off. The public comment got emotional at times during the board meeting. Mm. Para-educator. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what that damn word was. So they're going to be firing, laying off a bunch of para-educators and community members that are on the board of the Richland County School District in an attempt to save some money. Uh-oh. Right, this dropped an hour ago. Tech layoffs update. iRobot, 23andMe, and other big firms see job losses in November of 24. Meta, Dropbox, Tidal, cut jobs ahead of the holidays. This is why I can't find a damn job. This week, 23andMe announced that it would be laying off of 40% of its staff. 23andMe is a DNA testing kit company. There's that chip company again. iRobot Corporation. I didn't even know that was a real thing. The Roomba robotic vacuum maker, iRobot, announced that it would lay off approximately 105 employees. Mozilla Foundation. Roughly 30% of its employees were cut. And those are just the first few weeks into November. Oh, I cut it off. Yeah, the first 2 weeks of November. Just a few thousand people have lost their job right before Christmas. FedEx confirms more layoffs. That was 1 day ago, yesterday. JPL to lay off roughly 5% of its workforce. Los Angeles radio station gutted by layoffs. iHeartRadio. I thought that they was kicking and killing it out here. Chegg, CHEGG, to cut over 300 jobs. NASA is laying off people. Boeing, South Carolina workers are bracing for layoffs this week. Okay, now I don't feel so depressed. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Oh. Could be worse, right? It's been cold today. I don't know why. I mean, it is winter, Brooke. Well, hell. And it's not clean, it means that I got laid off. I know that's right. If you want it done the right way, you got to do it your damn self. That's a fact. Hey, Amy. They've been on strike. Oh, is it because of the layoffs? Probably. They're probably pissed they're getting laid off. I would be too. Because you know that they make enough money to damn pay their employees. They just don't want to. Because they ain't making as much money as they used to, because people don't have the money to be traveling like they used to. I bet everything is down. Travel. We know that food and sales are, as far as like household and groceries are the two items, household items and groceries are the thing that's bought the most. But when it comes to like travel and food and leisure and entertainment and all of that. That stuff is down. People ain't got the money to be out here spending money on that. Yeah, it looks like 30,000 air mechanics, machinists, lower tools, and raise pick signs. They wanted a pay raise, honey. No shit. So it says the strike started, and it ain't got no damn date. September 13th of 24. It looks like they were striking outside of Renington, Washington. Aircraft assembly workers walked off the job early Friday at Boeing factories near Seattle and elsewhere after union members voted overwhelmingly to go on strike and reject a tentative contract that would have increased wages by 25% for 4 years, over 4 years. International Association of Mechanists and Aerospace Workers announced 94% of voting workers rejected the proposed contract, and 96 approved the work stoppage, easily surpassing the 2/3 requirement. So what, they wanted a raise? I wonder how much they make a year. Hold on, does this say? They make $75,000 a year, not counting overtime. If they got overtime, that would go to $100,000. But y'all don't understand, that ain't no money no more. That ain't no money. When you got a house and a car and insurance, and that ain't no money. I mean, yeah, it's better than $35,000 a year, which is my pay grade, but 75 is really not that much, especially if you have kids, if you have a wife, if you have a home, if you have financial responsibilities. 75 grand ain't shit anymore. It ain't shit. I used to make double of that, and that ain't shit. But I don't know what all their job entails either. Is it easy peasy? Are they out there on the runway with damn flyers? Because it doesn't sound like they are. It sounds like that they're actually working on these planes and jets, which is imperative for public safety and travel. So I'm just saying, maybe we ought to pay them a little more, Boeing, since they are ensuring everybody's safety. Take care of the people that take care of you. Unless these CEOs can get out there and be and I can't, is it a mechanic? Let me Google. It just doesn't, I've never seen that word before. Yeah, machinist. Machinist, Brooke. Yeah. A tradesperson who operates machine tools to create precision parts and instruments. Professional who builds and repairs parts for aircraft using specialized tools and machines. They got to know how to read blueprints, determine the speed and path to cut, remove cutting and shaping materials. They're making the average annual salary for a Boeing machinist is about $10,000 less than the national average, by the way. So I understand. It's only $5,000 a month. It's only $5,000 a month, y'all. 566. It's really not that much, especially if you have kids. Especially if you have kids. And once again, they're literally the backbone of the company by the fact that they need them in order to run the machines. I'm going to bed. Seriously. I don't know what's going on with me. I think I'm depressed. Probably gonna damn. I don't know. Go find somewhere to park and go to bed. Wake up and do it all over, I guess. It's the only thing I can do. I know one thing. If I was putting needles in my arms, I could damn text 5 different people right now and be like, hey, can I have $1,000? And they'd be like, sure. But if I say, hey, can I borrow you $1,000 so that I can pay my insurance, pay my storage bill, pay my truck payment, get food, groceries, gas, water? No. None of that. And it's like, hey, I'll pay it back. No, none of that. But trust me, there was so many times that they wanted shit from me, and it was no problem. And that's why I stay by myself, because I have looked out for so many people that have never even thought about looking out for me. That shit will turn you cold real quick, but you just gotta remember that there's still good people out there, and be careful about who you allow in your circle, because the majority of people, unfortunately, will use you. And that's just the reality of being human. People take advantage of people that let them. I will never be a yes person again. Hell no. Don't even ask me. Hell no. Hell no. I don't want to. Well, I'm going to bed. It's a good way to save money, be asleep all day. And actually, since it's cooler, I am going to bed early, because it's been in the 80s and now it's cooled off a little bit. So that's good. It's like 75. But we'll talk tomorrow. We will talk tomorrow. You'll have a good Friday night. Y'all be safe out there, and thank you again, Troy. I don't even know. Oh.